So the person had called back a few times and didn't get me. I didn't hear it, obvious. Well, I didn't hear it. And so they called today. And they wanted a comment on, they wanted to get my feedback on what is going on between Gaston Brown and Dean Jonas. You wanted a comment from me about what's happening between Gaston Brown and Dean Jonas? You sure it's my number you wanted to call? Yes, you know, we calling because you're the MP of, I said the MP of St. George? Yes. What does that have to do with two Labour Party people having their fracas? That had nothing to do with me. The only comment I have, my dear lady, is no comment. Yeah, I understand. But, I mean, and the person, I give them credit, the person head on. But, essentially though, he is your constituent. And as such, you should have a comment on what transpired between us. I like the fact that you put it that way. But he's my constituent. But he was always my constituent. Well, not always, but since January, he's been my constituent. And there are lots of things that have been transpiring. Why now? Why now you need a comment from me? My dear lady, plenty other people get fired in St. George, right? And I've not been asked for a comment on them. And I have none to give on this one. Make it about a nigger something. Make it about a bird nigger something, or brown nigger something, or Labour Party nigger something. Me have nothing to say. You understand me? If I had my wish, me to build one ring or one cage and put the two of them in there. And who come out, come out. You understand me? A ring or one cage and put the two of them in there. And who come out, come out. Outside of that, who say what about who don't mean squat to moi. You understand me? Which one say what about which one don't mean squat to Algernon. Because when this one, you mean to say all manner evil against Algernon, this one didn't have nothing to say. And when this one, you may have all manner of evil to say about Algernon, this one had nothing to say. So now that he going so, Algernon have nothing to say. You understand me? Me not get in there something that kick me out. What I will comment on though, what I will comment on, oh Lord, where is that story now? I saw this, I tell you, I'm a reader. I'm trying to find this. Give me a second here. Boom, bam, 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 bam. But where did I see this story today, Jack? This afternoon. Let me go find it. I just won't. Give me a second. Saw this afternoon some way. I'm gonna read a letter to her, right? I'm gonna read a letter to y'all. Don't move a muscle. Where the hell this up, me gone? Man. Okay. I found it. You heard they hired me as a bailiff to repossess the government vehicle? They couldn't pay me enough. They couldn't pay me enough. This article is online. It's an Antigua News article. I don't know who is Antigua News, but I see these every day. I see some new something pop up. That's just the way the world goes. And it says, Jonas in hot water over unauthorized tenancy in Potter's Village. Now, the reason I'm referring to this, even though I keep out there something, I'm sure you guys will remember that I mentioned this in Parliament. And nobody answer me. The story says, the St. George's Community Alliance in Potters, which operates on the directives of Dean Jonas, has reportedly received a letter from the Ministry of Works asking them to end rental arrangements with 5 commercial units close to the basketball court in Potter. These government-owned properties have allegedly been leased without the approval of the Ministry of Works, and the St. George Community Alliance has taken control of the buildings. It has been reportedly collecting rent from the occupants with no disclosure what the funds have been used for, as the arrangements have not been authorized. The Ministry of Work has requested that they be terminated. It is currently unclear whether the occupants will be allowed to remain on the property or must vacate. I want to go back over this slightly, okay? And a little slower this time now. Because after January, well, even before January 18, we wanted to do, you know, those of you who follow this thing closely, remember where Dr. Quinn had her branch office in Potters, and the Mahaico Steel Band used to play the practice day under the shed by Dr. Quinn's branch office. That when Dr. Quinn lost the election in 2014, yeah, she lost in 2014, right? And he went and wanted to take possession of the place. And they said no. And all of a sudden, coincidentally, they can't get the key for Dr. Quinn's branch office. Dr. Quinn branch office. That was built right there. East Vibe Steel Band. And my apologies, kid. Now, when you come to Steel Band, I can't skylark with you. My apologies, East Vibe. They may want the key for Dr. Quinn branch office here, government something. Not government something. But coincidentally, around the same time that they wanted the key, because he is now MP, Coincidentally, after being told you can't get the key, again, mark my quotation and my words, coincidentally, no one ever say me say nothing. The place burned down. Something about me, boy, man, or maybe my deeds. The place burned down. Now, right there, we wanted to build a temporary hub. It was going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 plywood, whatever, with tarpaulin or something of the farm over it. Just one little shelter. Because we're planning to do a thing on the weekends with the barbecue and the music and blah 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 on the weekends to raise some funds for the campaign and things like that. DCA said no. DCA said no. Clement Antonio and the other one, what you with name, Southwell. Them say no. They write me a letter. Cease and desist. And this, that. And me have to get permission from the Potter, same Potter Alliance group. Or St. George's group. Whatever you name. So I took the letter to my lawyer. My lawyer did his search and said no such group registered, no way. My lawyer, not me. My lawyer did his search down intellectual properties, whatever you call them there. And no such group registered down there. So since then, me mention this. January 18 pass. And that's not the only place, eh? In Barnes Hill, the community center in Barnes Hill. A lady on the needs, and she's supposed to provide me with the sum, and I never get them. Renting the downstairs of the community center, we have a daycare in there. No, this is not a knock against the lady. She told us when we went to her, we approached her concerning what's going on here because we want to turn this place back into a community center for the Barnes Hill community. The lady say she pay rent. Where you pay the rent, my lady? To the branch office in a Potter. 2 branch offices in Potters. One is mine. One belongs to the other fella. I know she don't parent by mine. You understand me? She was supposed to furnish us with the lease. We never saw it. School children say she contacted him after we left, and he tells she, "Nagyao nothing. How can this, how can that, and blah, 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 blah." Of course, I brought that up to the relevant people. Nobody ever do nothing. So this is not the first time they know about this. But they said nothing. They did nothing. But now that I fall out, now that if Parsi please, damn forward, and call your donkey leader and say you need to quit because Shugi put one tower upon you, Because you made a comment that you can't run with he again because he make a man like Serpent Bangy. If he can make a man like Serpent Bangy, you can't run he again. So he fling on like a lash on social media. Now, again, me not care what they do one another, so me not get in. I see Miss Bartley say how much he done, he got fired in. I think this is the last time. I think this is the last time. So you try your lash by social media. And you see, I was told that somebody called in or texted into Jackie Quinn this morning saying how they sent St. George MPs or whatever can beg back. How they love beg back. And Jackie said, but she never begged back. Jackie never even have an answer. Them things that happen on one side of the aisle. Them things that happen on one side of the aisle. You understand? When you allow man to dehumanize you and so, and then you still go back groveling. After he made his comments, etc., people start sending around because I saw this art. About 50 people said them give me. He's supposed to appear on some radio show the morning. Supposed to appear on the radio show the morning. I looked at the flyer and in a say observer. So me ignore. But then me understand a couple people, well, I saw it again on social media. People say, oh, he's supposed to, and he run. I wasn't surprised. I was not surprised. Because the die-head one was on a radio show, an observer, a morning. And he had a few choice things to say, oh, you know. You know how that ended. While he on the radio talking, instructions going out to the Governor General. Off with his head. While he on the radio show talking. Instructions going to the Governor General for off with his head. And here the odd thing, you know, the coincidental thing. His wife work at the Governor General office, you know? So she would have known. She would have heard. Off with his head. So many of you thought that his head gets splattered when Gaston went to the ministry and said what he said in the ministry. When he said the minister was on the radio this morning and said that I said to fire you all. I didn't say that. I said he will be fired. And then he walked off. Because to make himself look big, he has to try pull people down. So he had to do that. Go up there and humiliate him there. But he done do. I mean, before he go up there, he done. It was already in train. Well, when the flyer go out that he's supposed to be on the radio show, not knowing that the host done text Gaston or call Gaston and make Gaston know that hey, he could be on, you know. School children say that he get one text. And the text reminded him what happened the last time you did an interview with the same man. Same man. School children say text make you know. The last time you went on radio with the same man, remember what happened to you? When you scratch one match where you get. Minor repeat. And so he run back down. Back down. Tell him what me say, back down. Because he a punk. Coward. Can't stand up. Here the worst part of it. Even after he stood up there and groveled in Parliament and begged back and pledged his loyalty and fealty to the dog. You know, I'm loyal, I'll stand up, I will this, I will. Even after that, when the dog wrap up, the dog tail turn on and knock him, bye, 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 bye. Say what you like about Patonians, but them proud. Proud people. But apparently you on the other side of the gutter. You know what I mean? There's a gutter that runs right through. You on the other side of the gutter. And you're on the western side. So all the centers so go down and contaminate you. So up you're not too kosher. You understand me? For what? We rather suck sal. Suck sal. And walk with my head high and my chest up, yeah. You understand me? Than eat caviar and you piss on me. And I say, thank you, Father. Thank you, Master. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You understand? Would any of you doubt me if I were to tell you the reason why, even after getting kicked in your something again, Gaston test your prostate with a Timberland boots, that you haven't heard anything from dude? You haven't seen a social media post responding to the humiliation? There is a reason why you're not hear nothing. Dude, till I beg. Till I beg back.